Hey guys, what's up? I'm so full. Oh, it's really hot in here. I might low-key turn this fan on. I wonder if it's gonna be loud. We're gonna see if it's gonna be loud. I'm gonna turn it on very low. I think this is the lowest setting. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if it's gonna be loud or not. What you guys been up to? So, about that Legacies cancellation. What cancellation? No! No, it's not canceled! But they said it was safe. They said it was a safe bet. That's fucked up. I can't believe it's canceled. That's kind of fucked up. Hold on. I'm gonna turn the fan off because I can hear it. I can't believe it's canceled. I thought you knew? No, I didn't know. I've been living under a rock lately. There's a dog toy underneath my chair. Hey, what's up? Is it to Lucy? I didn't know it was canceled. Son of a bitch. I am so bummed. Well, gotta take it off my list for season 5. I blame this all on what's-his-face, on the guy who plays a lark. Where's it at? Where's my fucking Legacies thingy at? Right there. Oh, I'm so bummed. I can't believe it's canceled. They have canceled every show I watched. Guess I am too old for the CW? Apparently, me too. Yeah, CW canceled like 7 more shows a day. What all did they cancel? Well, I mean, not like it matters to me. I think the only one I ended up watching was Legacies. My name's Lara, so you can remember that. Wait. So if you can remember that, you can just say that. Okay. Is it Lara or Lara? I can't freaking believe that. I want to know what else it canceled. I know they canceled Batwoman, and they canceled DC Legends. They canceled Dynasty? I mean, I haven't watched Dynasty, and like, I haven't. I don't even know where I left off at. They canceled the Roswell, New Mexico. They canceled a lot of shows. Charmed. What do they have left at this point? I think this is the biggest cancellation thing that they've had. CW shows canceled in 2022. Batman, not Batman, I'm sorry. Batwoman, which I knew about. Charmed, did not know. Dynasty, In the Dark, Legacies. Legends, I knew about. Naomi, I don't even know what that show is. Roswell, New Mexico, which I don't watch it. I don't watch any of these except for, I was watching Dynasty. I watched, like, majority of the seasons of Legacies. I just didn't, I think it's the most recent season I just haven't watched yet. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Legacies will have its finale on Thursday, June 16th. Stargirl is the lone CW show left on the bubble, and it hasn't premiered its third season. Wow. That's fucked up. Oh, you told me the list as soon as I was reading it. Charmed, Naomi, Dynasty, Roswell, 4400, which I've never even heard of 4400. And In the Dark. I think Anna watched In the Dark, but I haven't. The second pronunciation was kind of right. I don't know which one I said second. Laura? Is that one the one I said second? I don't remember which one I said second. Oh, I can't believe that. I think that's the only cable show that I've been watching lately. I'm pretty sure. At least what I've been reacting to, which some HBO stuff I don't count as cable. Because I just have HBO Max. I think that's it, though. I think that's the only... Oh, Cruel Summer. Cruel Summer, I do watch, even though I watched the first season technically on Hulu, but that's technically cable. Oh, I'm so bummed about Legacies. Oh. Well, I guess Josie got out when she did. Kaylee Bryant. Yes, that's the right one? Oh, okay, cool. I'm terrible with names. And you know why? You know why, though? Like, well, I mean, there's probably a bajillion reasons why their Legacies got canceled, but it was starting to get really confusing. Like, what they were doing with Landon. Like, what they were doing with Landon. What they were really doing with Hope. I mean, it was just kind of a jumbled up mess. I mean, I felt like they could have came back from it. I don't think it deserved a cancellation. But, damn, bro. That was like our last line to Vampire Diaries. Dang. Although you can't really do better than Vampire Diaries, though. So, I mean, I guess there's that. I was thinking about rewatching the Vampire Diaries the other day. And I'm like, no, I need to watch other shit. I do that, though. Whenever I really like a show, I just will rewatch it instead of watching something new. I don't expect you to get the name completely right because it's German. Oh, I didn't know it was German. My last name is Norwegian, and no one gets it right. Like, no one. I think out of my whole life, I think 1 or 2 people have gotten it right the first time. You got the Nevers on HBO Max. I don't really consider that cable, though. Anything that's on HBO or Showtime, I don't really consider that cable. I mean, it is, but it's not because it's on their streaming service. Like, Legacies, I had to get it from Amazon Prime because I didn't want to wait. Because if you watch it on the CW website, you have to wait an additional, like, you have to wait another day after the day it was out. And then you also get commercials. So I was like, well, I don't want to have to wait. So I was like, I was paying for it anyway. On, oh, my eyeliner is like rubbing off on my eyelid. I was watching it on Amazon Prime so that I didn't get the commercials. So, anything that's HBO or Showtime or something like that, I don't consider that cable. The CW canceled so many things today. What's left? Riverdale? Yeah, and that's one that they probably should cancel. I mean, I've never seen it, but, like, I can't bring myself to watch it, so. Sorry, I'm letting all of my anger, like, out on these, any other things that they didn't cancel. But, have you seen the first Kill trailer? I did. I watched it today. I was like, because I'm subscribed to the Netflix YouTube channel. I just subscribed to it the other day. Because I'm like, well, I need to figure out, like, what's coming out soon and, like, keep an eye on things. Because, like, 90% of what I watch is on Netflix. So I subscribed to the channel, which was genius by my, like, thought process. I don't know why I didn't subscribe to it before. But anyway, so I subscribed to it and I watched the first Kill trailer. Oh, it looks so good. I got the chills and everything. I'm like, ooh! And it's got that mom in there. I really like her. Is her name, I want to say her name's like Elizabeth something. But I really like her. I think she's like really good looking. So that's that. She's in there. And then I'm just super excited. I'm super excited. I also watched the Resident Evil trailer, which I'm contemplating reacting to it or not. It depends on if something else comes along. But yeah. I have an Arabic name. No one can pronounce it right. I think it's so... it's funny because I am terrible about names, but yet, like, I shouldn't be because everyone always gets my name wrong. So I should at least not be bad at names, but I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at names. My middle name is spelled all funky, too. Like, my middle name is... like normal. My middle name's Ryan, but it's not spelled Ryan. It's spelled all funky like, so then people are always, they can't pronounce it. Like, if you read my name out, no one can get it. No one can get my whole name. Because even if somebody gets my middle name, they won't get my last name. Or if they get my last name, they won't get my middle name. So thank you, Mother, for that. I think it's pretty unique, though. I like my name because, like, I always have to correct people, and then, but I feel like it makes me, like, special or whatever, and then, but Anna doesn't want our child to, we're still contemplating what, because Anna and I still have our original, like, we have our own last names, because we can't ever seem to figure out, like, whose name we want to take. We went back and forth so many times. And she doesn't want her last name, but yeah, she doesn't want my last name because then she doesn't want her kids to be teased because my last name is funky. And she goes, yeah, but I don't want them to, like, get teased. And I'm like, I got teased so they can get teased. I'm like, what the hell, man? Eventually, I think we do want our own, like, we want to create our own last name or whatever, or, like, it doesn't have to be, like, something crazy or whatever, but, like, we wanted a joint last name, but we just haven't, I don't think we've ever just, like, sat down and actually thought about it, so. The Nevers is up your alley. It's funny how, like, I don't know why it came out that way. Is up your alley type of show you would like. I'll have to check it out. I am about to watch the first season of Russian Doll because I think I'm going to react to the second season. So this weekend I'm going to watch the first season. And then... what else? I'm currently watching currently what's on my TV is Will and Grace, but, also currently watching The Great. I don't like my name because it's too common here. I had a friend named Laura and had a Laura in my class, also 3 dudes named Lars. So that was terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. Growing up, I had one person that was in my grade that had the same first name as me and even spelled the same way. And so, like, as I was growing up, because, like, we went to the same schools or whatever, I was like, well, people, I'm like, you can just call me Cassie since there's another Cassidy or, like, whatever, you know, so it's less confusing. And then a couple years after that, I think people were starting to call her Cassie, and then I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I'm like, it is what it is. And then I was in ROTC, and then so people just call me by my last name anyway. So then I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Anytime that someone called me by my first name in high school, it was weird because I'm like, because everyone knows me by my last name in high school because I was in ROTC. So anytime I heard my first name in high school, it was weird. And no one has my last name, so that wasn't going to be confusing at all. All the Hosey shippers packed their bags and moved to First Kill so fast. Man. I wish we would have had something with Hope. And now it's too late. I don't even know what they're going to do. I don't know. Who are they going to put her with? Because they obviously, like, the show didn't... They already had the episodes done by the time that they canceled the show. So it's like the ending's already created. And... is it shitty or is it not shitty? I mean, knowing the creators, if, like, I have a fear that it's going to be shitty. Like, I just hope that if they don't put her with Lizzie, just don't put her with anyone. Just let her be, like, independent. Let her be on her own. Fuck it. And then... But with Lizzie, like, who are they going to put... If they don't put Lizzie with Hope, then they need to put her with, like, either Aurora or Jen. But I feel like Aurora's not really bisexual. So, I'm good with Jen. But any of those 3 options. Either Hope, Aurora, or Jen. I guess there's no Hope? No! Probably not. Probably not, to be honest with you. I hope I'm not coming down with a sinus infection. Because I've had this, like, weird feeling right here. And I always get... Although it's not really the time of year for me to get a sinus infection. It's always, like, in October. Oh, I hope I'm not getting laryngitis then. I've had laryngitis one time, and it's very similar to a sinus infection on how my body reacts. And laryngitis sucks. Girl, they're gonna put her with Landon. They better not. I swear to God. I swear to God if they put her with Landon. I don't think they will, though. I don't think they will. I think they'll put her... I think, if anything, they'll leave her alone. They'll let her be alone. And Lizzie with MG. Let me tell you, I think that Lizzie and MG would be cute. But... I don't, and it's not that I don't want Lizzie with a guy. It's just that I don't see her with a guy. I see her with either Hope, Aurora, or Jen because she's so, if you like look at Lizzie, she's so different when she's with women versus when she's with men, and she looks so much cuter with women than she does with men. And, like, poor MG, like, he's been, basically a slave to her these 4 seasons. And I just don't see them together. I can kind of see her with Ethan a little bit, but then I feel like Ethan would be too boring for her. That's my thing with Ethan. I feel like he might be a little boring. Legacies has always been a queerbaiting show. Oh, I know it has. And it pisses me off. The only other show that I think the one show that I hated so much because it was I'm telling you, the biggest queer baiting show that I've ever seen, Once Upon a Time. It was the biggest queer baiting show that I've ever seen. Supergirl is also there, but I have not technically seen. I've seen like the first 2 seasons of Supergirl. So I've never actually finished Supergirl. Like I know of like Supercorp, and I totally think that Supergirl, the show in general, was queer baiting really bad, but I technically have not seen all of it. So the show that I feel like is the worst that I've seen was Once Upon a Time. Shows sometimes will be contrarian just to piss off fans to get more people talking. Oh, I know. But then I understand both sides of it. So I understand that you want to piss people off so that you talk about it. I mean, hell, look at fucking Killing Eve. Was anyone talking about Killing Eve like this whole time until they pissed everyone off, and then that's when like everyone was talking about it? I totally agree. I think that there's ways that you can be popular. I feel like you can either piss them off or you can give them what they want. But the truth is it's so much easier to piss everyone off than it is to give people what they want. Like, I don't know. Like, that's something that I've learned for a long time. It's just so much easier to piss. It's easy to piss everyone off, and it's harder. I can't remember the fucking saying. What's the saying? It's harder. It's easier to piss everyone off than it is to make everyone happy. You know what I'm talking about. You know that saying. But like, it's totally true. Totally true. If Game of Thrones had a good finale, would we still talk about Game of Thrones? Because Game of Thrones is like one of the biggest hated finales of all time. That and Dexter, the original Dexter. Did anyone talk about the new Dexter ending? No. Because we semi got what we needed. And no one talked about it. So, there's that. My 2 cents. Biggest queer bait is your favorite show? Oh, Rizzoli and Isles? Rizzoli and Isles queer baited hard too. But, like, the thing with Rizzoli and Isles is, yeah, they queer baited. But I can also see it from the point of view of them just being, like, best friends. Because I can see because you can, like, you love your best friend and you would do anything for your best friend. But, so I can see that point of view. Like, I see what their initial intention is, but I do think it was queer baiting because I do feel like that they should have been together. Because I've rewatched Rizzoli and Isles at least, no joke, not over exaggerating here, at least 15 times from episode 1 until the finale. And every single episode, and like the more and more I pay attention to how they looked at each other, gay. Not a show, but have you seen Portrait of a Lady on Fire? Definitely my favorite one. It's not my favorite one. I've seen it. It was a little bit boring. I liked it, but it was a little bit boring for me. Hey, sorry I'm late. Hey, what's up, Shania? Once Upon a Time, I know, right? And they had the audacity to confirm that Regina is bi on the Wikipedia page. I didn't even know they did that. That fucking pisses me off. She was so hot. I still have the biggest crush on her. Lana Padilla. Just finished watching Kill Bill. You know what's funny? Is I've never seen Kill Bill. And my mom was just telling me about it the other day. Because there's 2 really big movies that my mom like loves. She's like, it's definitely one of my in my mom's top 5 favorite movies, and is Pulp Fiction and Kill Bill, and I have not seen either one of them, And she goes, oh my God, Cassidy, how have you not seen either one of those movies? And I'm like, I don't know, I just haven't. So, it's funny that you say that. Though, to be clear, I kind of hated the whole contrarian thing because so many fans were invested and it became a waste. For which show? Are you talking about a specific one, or do you just mean in general? I heard Lost had a bad finale, too. I've never seen Lost. I tried to watch it. I watched the first episode, and I couldn't get into it. Although, it was usually sometimes when I can't get into a show, it's because I'm not giving it enough attention. Because I was probably multitasking or something at the time. Teen Wolf would queer bait their gay male audience to filth, even though they had a huge queer cast. Who were they queer baiting with? I've watched Teen Wolf, but I watched it so long ago that I'm not sure who they were trying to queer bait. Are you talking about the two main characters? Like the best friends? Shit, I can't remember. Styles and, his real name is Tyler Posey. What the I know his real name, but I can't remember his name in the show. What's his name? I don't know. I'll figure it out in a minute. It'll come to me. Castile. Oh, from Supernatural. With Dean. You mentioned killing Eve, and now I'm mad all over again. Oh, I'm sorry. Anna just watched the finale yesterday, and I was like, I said, see, aren't you mad? And she goes, yeah, but I kind of saw it coming. And I'm like, what? I swear, Anna and I, like, okay, let me tell you. So, we watched the finale, and then she's like, this season was kind of boring. And I was like, yeah, I kind of get it. Like, I think it was a little bit boring, too. It was still good, but I think it was a little bit boring. And she goes, and she got finished with it. She goes, okay, I have shit to do. And I'm like, wait. I'm like, don't you have any questions? And she goes, no, not really. I don't care. And I'm like, you want to know who killed Kenny? I mean, why did Carolyn kill Villanelle? Oh, I'm sorry. If this is spoilers, my bad. Should have said that before. But anyway, I won't say anymore. But anyway, and I'm like, I'm like, you have no questions? And then she's like, nah. And I'm like, she goes, you can tell me if you want. And I said, oh, I'm going to tell you because I do want to. But, like, what the hell? Crazy. I just think she was really not invested this season. So she's like, Even seen MTV faking it. Oh, yeah, faking it was queer baiting hard. It was funny because faking it was queer baiting without queer baiting. Like, because they were putting her with girls, they just weren't putting her with the main, like, her best friend. Castiel and Dean from Supernatural, big queer baiting. I've watched the first, like, 7 season of Supernatural, and then I stopped. Because it was, like, the same thing over and over and over again. But I do know of it. Like, I've watched the finale. Like, the series finale. I watched it. And I'm like, yeah, they were definitely queer baiting there. Haha, yeah, it's very artsy, but I really dug the chemistry. For which one? Oh, Portrait of a Lady on Fire? Caitlin and Violet from Arcane, huge queer baiting. They weren't queer baiting. They were together. And if anyone says it any differently, they're liars. Caitlin and Vi they are together. Well, okay, so they're not officially together, but they liked each other. And, like, they were together without saying that they were together. I don't think that they were queer baiting because they were pretty much together. In that scene when they're in the rain, that was a total breakup scene. And it pisses me off when people say it wasn't. Because it totally was. Don't get me started on Caitlin and Vi. I will fight for them because they were together. They can't queer bait if they were already together. Because they blatantly made it obvious that Caitlyn was at least bisexual, if not a lesbian. And Vi, I'm trying to think. I don't think they've insinuated anything about Vi, but they did about Caitlyn in the one scene. But when because Vi turned over and, like, looked at her and she goes, huh, like, okay, was not expecting that or whatever. But I'm trying to remember if I need to rewatch that show. It's so good. I can't remember if they insinuated if Vi was gay. I meant generally. Oh, okay. Try Audrey and Emma in this Scream TV show. I didn't know they had a TV show. Apparently Game of Thrones is going to have a prequel. Let's see how that ends. Oh, yeah, House of the Dragon. That looks pretty cool. I do have that on my list. It comes out... Where's it at on my list? August 21st. Oh, I said I have to pee. I don't know why I didn't go pee before the stream. Oh, well. I'll wait till after the stream, if I can hold it that long. Or Audrey and Brooke. Oh, in the same show, I'm assuming. Teen Wolf used Stiles and Derek, and Scott and Isaac, and their biggest one, Theo and Liam. Okay, hold on. I do agree with all of those. Because now that I'm thinking about it, but Stiles, I would have loved Stiles with anyone, to be honest, because Stiles was the best character on that show, and anyone who says any different is a liar. But I keep saying that. I'm sorry. I probably seem like I'm in a mood, but I'm not. I mean, kind of, sort of. I mean, Legacies got canceled. I'm kind of pissed off about it, but I'm not really, like, in a mood, really. I could see Stiles and Derek. Scott and Isaac I can definitely see. That, and they shared what's her face? What the fuck was her name? What was her name? They shared her. I want to say it's not Ashley. What the fuck is her name? Allie. It starts with like an A. Allison? It's not Allison, is it? I think it is Allison. Because I'm trying to remember. There's a scene where what's-her-face screams her name. Lydia screams her name. I'm pretty sure it's Allison. Whatever. They shared her. So I can definitely see Scott and Isaac. And then I can definitely see Theo and Liam too. The Scream TV show was majorly queerbaiting. Like I said, I didn't even know it was a show. Legacies has been canceled. Oh, I know. That's why it probably seemed like I'm in a mood. Sorry to be off topic. Oh, it's not really off topic because that's like what we were talking about for at least the first like 5-10 minutes. Do you think Robin will get a girlfriend in the newest Stranger Things season? I hope so. I hope she gets a girlfriend. I hope that, I can't think of anyone's name right now. I was going to say, what's his name? I hope that what's his name helps her find a girlfriend. The dude with the hair. I'm just at a blank today, like, with names. I can't remember anyone's name right now. What's his name? That's not, his name's not Scott. What is it? Steve. I was like, I knew it started with an S. Steve. Jason Victor from Arcane Queerbait. Jason Victor. Yes. I will agree to that being queerbait. Because I thought that they were almost going to put them together. And they didn't. And they had Jace be with, what's her name? I'm like a terrible, like, reactor right now because I can't remember anyone's name. Yeah. No, I do agree with that one. Because they weren't initially together. But they should have been. What's your opinion on all the Wild Boys? Who's your favorite? Oh, I'm like, who's Wild Boys? My favorite boy. Who's my favorite boy? I don't know. Fatten is my favorite girl. Favorite boy. I kind of want to say Kieran. He's kind of a douche, but you kind of like him. I think it's gonna have to be Kieran. He's the only one that I can like semi-contemplate being my favorite. So probably him. And I think it's him just because it's like, he has a lot of character development in there. He does, but he doesn't. He kind of goes back and forth. But you gotta, like, you have to love him. I feel like. I kept calling him Chad. But my dad just walked into my room and asked why I'm on YouTube at 1:30 a.m. LMAO, worth it though? Oh my gosh, where are you in? Are you from, or are you in, where did you say? Do you live in Germany? Wait, was it German? Is that what you were saying? Hold on. I remember that you said so. Yeah, German. Okay. I was like, I can't remember where that was. The emo guy was also interesting too. He was. That's the other one that I could maybe see being my favorite. Henry. I still think from the Stranger Things... Wait. I still think Will from Stranger Things is gay. In season 4 trailer, he had a poster of gay scientists who help fight Nazis. I could see him being gay. Well, because they kind of like... It was a teaser. Like, the bullies kind of teased him for being gay. So it was never, like, confirmed or whatever, but... Yeah, I live in Germany. Oh, cool. I love... Bo. I'm like, who's Boo? Bo, my favorite boy in the Wilds. I like him. I feel really bad for him. A lot of people don't like season 2. Hence the title of the stream. I saw a bunch of people like commenting and how they didn't like season 2, and I'm like, I mean, it's not as good as season 1, but it's good. I just finished it. I finished the finale before I got on stream. Do you guys want to know something really embarrassing? Like, really, really embarrassing? Like, I don't even know if I want to say it because it's really embarrassing. I recorded this morning episode 7, and I was wearing my shirt backwards. Like, because you can see this. When I put on my shirt, so, okay, let me just tell you, I hang up all my clothes. And I hung up this shirt, and I hung it up backwards, so I put it on backwards. So, I'm like, because anytime I hang up shirts, because, and I didn't know it was on backwards, because it's a, what are these called? A crew neck? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. They all have the same, like, they're all the same, like, neck holes, right? And so that's another thing how I can tell if a shirt is the right front to back, because sometimes I'll wear a low cut or, like, a wife beater or, like, something, right? I mean, not when I stream. I don't wear wife beaters when I stream. But, like, I'll wear something that has, like, a different neck for the front. And I streamed this whole morning. I almost streamed the finale with it backwards, too. And then I realized, and I'm like, because, it also doesn't have a tag. It doesn't have a tag. But I, like, went to, because I was, like, adjusting it, because I have a big neck. And so I'm like, it's kind of choking me a little bit. And I'm like, wait. And I, like, look down, and the little print, it has, like, the tiniest little print that's supposed to go in the back instead of a tag. And then I'm like, oh, fucker. I'm like, I just totally recorded with my shirt on backwards. And I had my shirt on backwards the whole fucking day. Did Anna tell me? No. Did our fucking roommate tell me? No. And I kept complaining on how it was like, it kept like semi-choking me a little bit. But yeah, that's a little embarrassing. So there you go. Episode 7. You can totally tell that my shirt's on backwards. Oh well. Like, I get embarrassed, but then I'm like, if anything, I just laugh at my own self because I think I'm stupid, but anywho. Leah is a genius. She is a genius. I called her a genius in the finale, and I'm like, oh my god, she is so smart. I was like, fuck yes. And I'm like, bitch going crazy, but is she gonna have anyone show that she's going crazy? Yes, but that's because it's like all a part of her plan. Sorry, I can't spell to save my life. Oh, it's okay. I understand. I figured it out. I love season 2. Let's see if we can put out a poll. I can't remember how to do that. Oh, wait, here we go. There you go. I think it went through. Yep, it sure did. Okay, cool. You have to let me know what you think. I never really put polls out. I really like season 2. Would have loved to see more of the girls, but didn't hate the boys like most people. Yeah, that's my thing. Is I just love the girls so much that they had too much of the boys in there, and I was really hoping that they were gonna have more, like, not so much more girls, but just less boys. And they the boys took over season 2. I feel like they really did. They took over season 2, except for like just really just little. They're not little things, but like they were little parts in the episode, but massive things that had happened, okay? And I won't give, like, spoilers away, but, like, there's, like, 2 or 3 massive things that happened in the girls this whole entire season, and, like, the rest of it was the boys' stuff. I like the twist at the end of season 2. I did, too. I was like, oh, I was like, this is getting me so excited for season 3. And I'm like, the finale made up for the rest of the season. Cause I was like, I wonder how they're gonna make it to be like they're gonna be like a season 3, you know? Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Kieran is also my favorite boy from the Wilds. Yeah, I like him a lot. Putting my shirt on backwards is embarrassing because I should have known better. And I'm like, I don't remember this shirt having, like, this pattern, like, on the front. But like I said, it has the same neck hole, like, all the way around. Like, there's not a dip in the neck hole. It's all the same. It's all the same neck hole. If anything, all of my neck holes are stretched out because of I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but I have a massive head. And so anytime I put on a shirt, it stretches out all my shirts. Which is why another thing is like, why I like to wear low cut stuff or like wife beaters, because they don't really have a neck hole. The amount of times I've put on my shirts backwards or inside out is ridiculous. It happens all the time. Yeah, but do you record with your shirt on backwards? I feel like I don't feel like anyone would have noticed. If I didn't flat out say it was backwards, I don't feel like anyone would have noticed. I really don't. Because I didn't even notice for the whole freaking day. So, I don't know. But I thought it was funny, and I'm like, should I say it on stream? I don't know. I don't know if this has already been talked about, but have you seen that Legacies has been officially canceled? Yeah, someone told me, like, as a first comment, and they were like, oh, hey, didn't you know that Legacies got canceled? I'm like, the fuck you just say? whenever I get done live streaming, just go back and watch like the first like 2 minutes of this stream, and it's me freaking out because Legacies is canceled. Legit, because that's how I found out. The first 2 minutes of streaming. They were like, oh, I thought you knew. And I'm like, no, fuck, I didn't know. It came out like an hour and a half ago. Like, at the time, it came out an hour ago. And I was recording. So, thoughts on Leah? Leaton? I don't know how. I know who you're, Leah and Fatten. I freaking love them. And okay, let me say my opinion on them. I love them so much. But I didn't really see them as a couple or anything like that up until the finale of this season. And because I'm like, Fatten is just kind of Fatten, you know, how she's just like super friendly and she's just like super outgoing, and she's kind of the same with like every single person. But the finale, she did mention a comment where she was in love with someone, but she didn't, okay, without giving spoilers. Because Shelby had said, like, she's talking about her and Tony to Fatten, and then Fatten's like, because Shelby's like, I need to do this because I love her, and Fatten's like, yeah, well, same, but mine is with a different person, and I'm like, ooh, and the thing is like, I didn't even notice it at first in my reaction, and then, like, as I'm continuously watching it, I'm like, and then, like, whenever I got done watching the finale, and I'm like, especially, like, at the, close to the end of the finale, there's, like, a scene where they, like, go up and, like, hug each other, and I'm like, I totally ship them. I have a feeling that they might not put them together, though. I have a feeling that it might be queer-baited, because I have a feeling that they might put her with Raph. Or Raph. It's so funny how, like, I can't even say his name, and that's, like, the whole point of the joke. But, like, I hope they don't put her with Raph. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Kieran is like the big brother who might have a douche exterior, but deep down he's a good dude. Yes, and that's why I love him. The boys would have worked if we had the from the beginning and ready got to know they're like the girl. What? Oh, is it just me reading it, or is it the way that the boys would have worked if we had known them from the beginning and already got to know them like the girls. Yeah, so I feel like if they would have started out season 1, like, if they would have started out how they, like, if season 1 was similar to season 2, like, how they would switch back between the girls and the boys, then it would be totally different. I feel like people would have a different opinion. But, again, without giving spoilers, the way that they ended the finale makes up for all that. I should have peed before. I swear to God, I pee like every 5 minutes. Season 3, everyone will work together, I imagine. I don't want to say anything, just in case if people haven't finished watching it yet. The Wilds is alright, but I personally much prefer something like Yellowjackets. Can't wait for season 2. I told Anna, I was talking to her because I told her, and I'm like, you need to watch Yellowjackets. And I'm like, because you would love Yellowjackets. But we're, like, we wanted to finish Killing Eve first, so we're probably going to end up watching Yellowjackets. And I told her, and I said, you know what? I said, you might like the Wilds. And I said, the only thing you might not like is a little bit of gay stuff in it. And I said, but you would like it. You would like the Wilds, I feel like. But it's hard to know what Anna would like and what she doesn't like. A lot of it is she just doesn't... It's so funny because, like... Well, she's bisexual, but she doesn't like gay stuff. And she doesn't like sex scenes. She's like the complete opposite of me in TV shows, almost. Although she did like Game of Thrones, which is weird, but I felt like she probably just closed her eyes during those scenes. Summer break has to be over soon, so the parent will have to be worried soon. They do not have a reason to worry yet. My thing is like, yeah, I'm just kind of I'm wondering how they're gonna still get away with it, like at the end of the day, because I mean, I guess all in all, they can say technically it was a retreat, like a camp retreat, right? The only thing that you can't get away with is Rachel's hand. Like, you're not gonna be able to get away with that. Like, I guess she could, they could say, like, she had an accident at the camp, but then why wouldn't you immediately contact the parents at that time? I'm sorry. If my child had their hand, an accident with their hand, then I would want to know. You know what I'm saying? If they're missing a freaking body part, yeah. Not to mention the skin damage that they all have. Like, who knows if any of them may or may not get skin cancer off of that, or if they got like because they could get serious sun poisoning. I mean, I'm pretty sure in the last episode, without giving spoilers and who it is, I'm pretty sure that one person got really bad sun poisoning. So, you know. I don't record with my shirt backwards, but I did once send a picture of myself in an inside out shirt to my crush and didn't talk to her for 2 days because I was embarrassed. I would have said something like cool. I would have been like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have my shirt on all day, so I just like went ahead and like hurried up and threw it on so I can send you the picture or something like that. But then it would be like, why would you send a picture with your shirt on if you already had your shirt off? I don't know. I would try to come up with something about like how I was in a rush or something. I don't know. Or just laughed at myself. Like, depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Like, if it was Anna, I'd be like, oh yeah, I just, like, oh well. I just fucking threw on my shirt. And it happened to be backward. When I texted her earlier and I was like, so don't laugh, but my shirt was backwards all day. She did die laughing, though. Leah did mention one female in her list of obsessions over the year. It wasn't just one female. It wasn't just one female, because there was a scene. Oh god, I'm trying so hard not to give spoilers. And I'm being as general as I can be. So there's a scene where someone told Leah like how like all of her crushes over the years, and she mentions, or like not she, but like the person mentions girls on this list of crushes, and I'm like, hold up. I'm like, is Leah bisexual? Because that person said multiple women on that list. I was queerbaited when I saw Roth and Seth at the beginning. Me too. Because I was like, so Roth had his hands cuffed. And so I'm like, he probably killed someone. And then I was like, whenever they showed him and Seth, and I was like, okay, so either Seth is the one that he kills, or Seth is the one that he is with. Because their bromance was like so strong in the beginning. And almost throughout the whole season. So, yeah. I did definitely think there was going to be queerbaiting or something with them. Or not that there was, not that there may have been, there was. When Fatten said, ditto, bitch, different her, I had to pause to process what had just happened. That's what I was saying. I know, I didn't even register it. Like, whenever she first said it, I didn't. But then as I was going throughout and I kind of kept it to myself. Sometimes I just do that where I'm like processing it and I don't say shit out loud. And I'm reacting. I can say this shit out loud because most people are probably thinking the same thing. But anyway, I was like processing that as like the rest of the episode was going. And like as I was processing it, I'm like, oh my God. Whenever she said that, she was talking about Leah. So I don't know. My thing is I feel like Fatten could totally be in love with Leah, but I don't know if Leah feels the same. I don't know. They had a weird thing with her and Roth in the beginning of the season, so I don't know if they're going to try to push them together or what. I don't know. She thought it was hilarious, and she still teases me about it. Like, every time I send her a picture, and now she's like, oh my gosh, the shirt is on the right way. It's cute, so I don't mind now. That's my thing is, like, I don't know. I just don't really get it. I don't get embarrassed. I just tend to laugh at myself. Because I'm like, why would I need to be embarrassed? Because everyone gets embarrassed of something at some point. Like, I can't even remember the last time I was embarrassed about something. Because I really don't get embarrassed because I just play it off as a joke or like, you know, whatever. So, I don't know. Because I think I would have, if I did get embarrassed, because I have massive anxiety. I feel like if my brain would allow me to get embarrassed, I would probably die. And I don't even think that, I don't think I mean that like as in, I think I mean that in like a literal sense, because I have some massive anxiety sometimes to the point where like I had a heart condition and stuff when I was younger, and like I had to take medication and everything because my anxiety is so severe that like it jacked up my body, and well, along with like head injuries and stuff too that added to it. But I suffer so bad with anxiety that if I ever felt like that, like a point of embarrassment, I feel like I would probably die. Like my heart would probably freak out. Leah is also focused on the island to fall in love with Fatten. I agree with you. I think, and the thing is like, that's why I don't think that she would fall in love with anyone on the island, because she's so headstrong and dedicated to try to, I don't even know if I would say getting off the island at this point. I would say the fact that she knows the truth, and like that's her whole goal, I feel like, is not to get off the island. It's to know the truth and to know that, like, I don't know. So season 3 might, she might back off a little bit. I could see that while it's Leah. So she doesn't usually back off because that's like her whole thing. But I could see her not pushing so hard in season 3 because now she knows the truth. And now they all know the truth. So it's not just her that knows the truth. It's everyone that knows the truth. And they all know that she was right. So there's that. My thing at this point now is I feel like they would push her with Roth. In season 3, Kieran tries to make a move on Fatten and Leah gets jealous. That's how she realizes it's more than a friendship. Boom. Okay, so I was going to say something about how I could see them putting Fatten with Kieran, because Fatten is kind of like, she's like a sexual person or whatever, right? And then I'm like, I could see them pushing her with Kieran, because Kieran to me, like, because I could see them kind of being very similar minded. So I could see them putting them together. My only thing is Kieran has got his like thing going on down there, you know. And another thing that I could see what happening is Fatten telling Leah that she likes her or something, and Leah saying, like, because I can totally see this happening. Leah being completely shocked, and then she's like, wait, what? Because she's so one-track minded that if Fatten tells her that she likes her, then she's gonna be like shocked, and then but also she's gonna be like, yeah, but like you probably don't want me to like you because I get so like obsessive, and I don't know if you would want that in like a partner. You know, like I could see her telling Fatten that, or saying like I don't want to ruin our friendship because of like my personality and being super obsessive with stuff, and I don't want to ruin that our friendship with that. I could see her doing that too, but then eventually they would end up together. It's all like Fatten. I feel like you could like everyone could figure it out like that. I feel like everyone already knows that Fatten has got a thing for Leah. I just feel like now no one can figure out what's going on in Leah's head. That's like the whole thing. No one can figure out what Leah's thinking. And that's the whole point. Yep, I feel bad for Leah because she was right all along and no one believed her and thought she was crazy. Yep, especially in season 1. Yeah, Leah just wants to know all the answers. I don't think, and like I said, I don't think she's even, it's not even the concept of getting off the island. It's to have everyone know that she's not crazy and that she was right all along. When she was in the bunker with Roth, I think Leah's connection with him was just part of her acting. I hope so. I really hope so. I hope that they don't put them together. Yeah, I feel like Fatten sort of realized her feelings this season, but now Leah needs to wake up. She does. She does need to wake up, but like I feel like that my hope is that they put them together in season 3. How they put them together in season 3, I don't know, but they need to put them together in season 3. My thing is I could see this playing out many different ways, which is kind of like what I was explaining, especially one where she's like, yeah, but I get like super obsessive or whatever, and you know how Leah is. Golly, I need to pee. I might have to end the stream semi soon because I have to pee. Yeah, because remember when she hugged Roth, it was to say there are people watching? I mean, I know that. Like, I remember that for sure. But, when they touched knees and stuff, like when the camera panned over and it, like their knees were touching, was that because she was acting, or was that because that just so happened to, their knees just so happened to touch, and then it was like they were insinuating that they had like maybe a connection? Let's see what this poll is. I mean, the poll is, let's see, is it going to pop up? Yep. So there's 18 votes. 88% said it was good. If I could vote, I would say it was good too. I just not as good as the first season. There's no way Rachel isn't gay. Is there gonna be no one that's straight though at this point? I don't know who they would put Rachel with though. If she, I mean, I could see Rachel being gay. I mean, to be honest, I could see all of them being gay at this point. All of the women. I don't know about all the men. Maybe all the men. I could kind of see all the men being gay. Because there was at one point when I thought Kieran was like, I'm like, is he gay? Because he keeps saying comments, and I probably, make everybody gay. That would make it more interesting, but I don't, I have a feeling that they probably shouldn't make everybody gay, but I could definitely see Rachel being gay, but who would they put her with? If they would put her with someone, I don't think that she would end up going with anyone. Because the only person left is Martha and Dot. Because you can't put her with Fatten. Because Fatten and Leah are theoretically, like, together, right? Like there was a Twitter post and they were like, I don't remember who. I think it may have been Amazon Prime, and they were like, have someone look at you like Fatten looks at Leah. And I'm like, oh my god, yes. True, I do think she likes Rolf as a friend, but nothing more, I think. I hope so. I hope so. I hope it was just her acting. Yeah, I can't see her being with anyone on the island. Rachel, yeah. I can't see it happening. If she is gay, I can't see her being with anyone on the island. If she's straight, who would she be with if she was straight? Is Scotty gay? I think Scotty's gay, right? I don't think they've ever said that officially, but is Scotty gay or is he straight? I can see him being bisexual. I don't think I could see her, even if she was straight, I don't think I could see Rachel being with a guy. Rachel be alone? Yeah, I could just see, I don't think I can see her with anyone on the island, guy or girl. Scotty gives me bi vibes for sure. Me too. I think so. I think he's bi. I mean, if we're going off of like vibes and like what we know personality wise, I would say bisexual for Scotty. Kieran, I could see being bisexual as well. I do think he likes women, but I could definitely see him because he gives off a little bit of bi vibes sometimes. So I could see him. You know what would be funny is if they put him with Ivan, because they are like oil and water, you know. So that would be interesting to try to see them together. But on the trivia of this show, it said that when Fatten and Leah talked for the first time back in the school, Leah thought about it every day for a month. Imagine if she had a crush on Fatten before. I could see that, and then her being one-track minded on the island, kind of forgetting about the crush, and then focusing on, like, if there's someone else, if there's, like, you know, obviously, like, someone else on the island or whatever. Martha is the only straight girl to me, not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't think Martha's gay. She didn't give me any gay vibes at all. I don't think she's gay. I don't even think she's bisexual. I think she's full on straight. I think she's probably as straight as you can get. Dot, I could see being gay. I think Martha is the only one that I could see being, like, I can't see her being gay. And Dot? You think Dot's straight too? I don't know, but Dot, and this could be just me, because I feel like Dot reminds me of, like, a couple of lesbians I knew back in the day, so that's how come I'm like, So I can see her being gay, but would it be interesting if Rachel was asexual? Or aromantic? Or aromantic? I think it's aromantic. I don't know. I could see that. I could see her being asexual. Or aromantic. I could see that. I'd be 100% okay with no one being straight. Well, that's what I was saying. I'm like, I could honestly probably end up seeing every single one of them being gay. It's just, I can even see Martha being a little bit gay, but like, would she be happy being gay though? I don't know. Is there anything you guys want to talk about before I have to end the stream? Because I have to pee. Really bad. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. And also because I know that a bunch of, like, people in here right now are, I feel like, new. Either that or, like, maybe you guys just haven't talked that much before. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I normally always stream once a week, and it's like, usually always on Wednesdays. It was just Anna's and I's wedding anniversary yesterday, so I did not stream yesterday and instead streamed today. But it's usually on Wednesday nights at the same time. So feel free to come in, whenever. Goodness. Martha, Tony, Shelby, love triangle. No. I can't see it. No. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want that. I don't want that love triangle. Happy anniversary. Thank you. It was our 3rd year wedding anniversary. We have a tattoo. Oh, you can't see the dates because they're sideways, but what kind of, if you can read sideways. May 11th, 2019. That's how you can tell I'm not lying. I didn't just not stream just to not stream. But, yeah, it was our wedding anniversary yesterday. We, I should post it on Twitter. I didn't even think about it. Like, what we did yesterday. But, anywho's. I know. So, we, I don't know. I don't think I can post a picture in chat. I don't think I can. I was going to say, oh, well, you know what? I can just show you. Hold on. I'll show you what we did yesterday. So, you know, like what you see on TikTok when, like, people do the hands. I'm trying to make sure nothing's in the picture that would be, like, whatever. Where people do the hands and the molds, and then you make, like, your own, like, statue thingy or whatever. That's what we did. That's what we did. That's our hands. We're just flipping everybody off. Because I was like, yeah, we're not one of those couples that are, like, cutesy or whatever. We're kind of, we do our own thing. So, it's still, it needs to be cleaned and sanded still. But that's what it pretty much turned out to be. So, I thought it was super cool. But we did that. Along with, like, go eat and stuff, but still. But anyway, next Wednesday is, I can't see because now I just, like, looked at the light. Shit, I really can't see. 18th. The 18th, Wednesday, don't have any plans, nothing going on. So, next Wednesday, streaming. We're going to finish the Wilds and Legacies. And hold up. Is this the is it wait. When is the last episode? Hold on. I'm making sure that this episode isn't going to be the last episode. Hold on. Oh, June 16th. Oh, okay, good. We have like a whole nother month. Oh! Whoosh! I was like, surely this isn't going to be the finale. No, we have a whole nother month. So we're okay. We're okay. Finishing the Wilds, Legacies, and then I think... When did I say it was? The 18th? And then I think we're also going to throw in Russian Doll in there. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure how well that's going to turn out, but we'll see. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I really have to go pee. So, thank you for coming in and talking with me about all of our crazy shit that we have going on. It's pretty much like this every single stream, once a week on Wednesdays. And then I'm on Twitter. If that's how, like, you could probably reach me, other than here and Patreon. So, there you go. Twitter. But yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it. But I hope you guys have a good rest of the night, good week, everything. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.